The heart pumps oxygenated blood to different body tissues present in the body. The cells of the body tissues takes the oxygen from the blood and release carbon dioxide and wastes into the blood. This deoxygenated impure blood is taken to the heart. From the heart, the deoxygenated impure blood flows into the lungs where the blood gets oxygenated. Now, this oxygenated impure blood flows back to the heart from where it flows to the rest of the body. Now we see that the deoxygenated blood is getting oxygenated in the lungs, but what about the impurities? Where are the impurities getting filtered? Notice that an artery from the aorta leads into the kidney. Now the kidney takes the oxygen from the blood, but it also filters the impurities from the blood, and hence the blood flowing out of the kidney is deoxygenated but pure. Note that all the blood coming out of the heart doesn't pass through the kidney. A fraction passes through and is filtered. But since the process goes on continuously, impurities are filtered out of the blood. So the main function of the kidney is filtration. Now there are two main blood vessels that are entering and leaving the kidney. This blood vessel is known as the renal artery. Renal means kidney. The renal artery is carrying oxygenated but impure blood from the heart to the kidney. So it is carrying oxygenated and impure blood. I have used O for oxygenated. And then kidney, being the unit of filtration in the body, purifies the blood and gives out deoxygenated but pure blood out into the body. So this vessel is known as the renal vein, and it carries deoxygenated plus pure blood out of the kidney. So why is kidney the filtering unit of our body? Well, if you dissect a kidney longitudinally, this is what you're going to see. You can see an outer shell-like structure, this region. It is known as the cortex. Now see, the cortex has an abundance of blood vessels. And these blood vessels help in the process of filtration in the kidney. And this part is known as medulla. Now, if we zoom into any of this highly vascularized area, we find a lot of structures like this. There is blood vessel that enters into this cup-shaped structure present within the kidney, known as afferent arteriole, which means incoming arteriole. Now, this arteriole draws in blood which is oxygenated and impure. Now see, This afferent arteriole divides to form a ball of thread-like mass known as the glomerulus. It is here that the blood gets filtrated. See, filtration takes place in the glomerulus, that is, the impurities present in the blood gets filtered out. So now, this pure and oxygenated blood is sent out of another vessel known as the efferent arteriole, where efferent means outgoing. So this is the outgoing vessel from this cup-shaped structure within the kidney. This ball of blood vessels, which is known as the glomerulus, fits into a cup-shaped structure. See? This is because it facilitates the greater absorption of impurities from the blood that are present inside these glomerulus. So, it has a cup-shaped structure. This cup-shaped structure looks like a capsule and is known as the Bowman's capsule, after the famous scientist who first discovered it in a kidney, William Bowman. Now notice carefully, the afferent arteriole is broader than the efferent arteriole. The blood passes from the afferent arteriole to the efferent arteriole. Now, as blood tries to enter into a narrower vessel after flowing from a broader vessel, a high pressure is created. And because of this high pressure, the fluid part of the blood gets filtered out into the Bowman's capsule. Now, also, there are pores present between the cells on the wall. Now, depending on their size, molecules which are able to pass out through these pores get filtered out. Thirdly, because of the difference of concentration of water in the glomerulus and the Bowman's capsule, water gets filtered out by osmosis. So filtration that takes place because of these three factors: blood pressure on the glomerular wall, pores on the wall, and thirdly, osmosis, is known as ultrafiltration. Now, the glomerulus, together with the Bowman's capsule, is known as the Malpighian corpuscle. So, kidney helps us with the filtration. It filters the blood and eliminates all the toxic waste products that are generated in the body, such as urea. But if for some reason both the kidneys get damaged in a person, then a person needs an artificial kidney to do this entire filtering process. So, this machine acts like an artificial kidney. What happens is, a person's blood is taken out and passed through this machine. This machine purifies the blood. It takes out all the harmful toxic waste products such as urea. So now the blood becomes purified and clean. So this clean blood is now taken back from this machine and given to the person. So this machine is just a substitution of the real kidney. And this entire process is known as dialysis. This is done for people whose kidneys have become malfunctional. So this process of filtering blood artificially is known as dialysis, and it needs to be done 2 to 3 times in a week.